Flosstube. Long time no see. Looking back, my last video was at the end of May, so it was in June. And it is now October 31st, so happy Halloween! I'm not wearing anything too Halloween-y. I gotta go to work later. I'm currently covering this third shift thing, so that's why I'm actually still at home. So I got my neon on, I guess a plaid. Maybe I'm a Minnesotan for Halloween. I don't know. I'm not very festive today, I'll admit that, but you know, it's still early. Where have I been? Well, let's do a brief life update because you know, I don't have all the time in the world, but so Stitch Mania ended, and very soon after that, I found out that I'm pregnant. Yay! I just uploaded my pregnancy announcement video, and so that was my surprise new start for Stitch Mania. I thought I only had 15 starts. Well, apparently I had 16. With an expected finish of February 19th. So yes, I'm pregnant with a little baby girl. I'm sitting on the floor, otherwise I'd show you my kind of bump. So yeah, so that's been very exciting, and that's pretty much occupied my life. So throughout the whole summer, you know, first trimester, extremely tired. I didn't have the nausea that I know a lot of people have, but definitely tired. And then my work is currently undergoing a major production system revamp, and I'm a huge part of that. And so that's been occupying the other parts of my time, is kind of dealing with work, and work is just nuts. And it won't, the whole production system, we have all these consultants on site, and actually they don't leave till February, the week of February 5th. So right before my due date. So, you know, go big or go home, right? So life has been pretty crazy. Let me see, what else has been happening? Not a whole lot. Oh, the obvious one. I was at the Midwest Cross Stitchers Retreat this past weekend, and oh my gosh, what a phenomenal event. Michelle Rudy, Farm Girl, and Joan, you guys just, you hit it out of the park. It was an amazing event. Meeting everybody was awesome. My table was awesome. Everyone was super cool, and I have a lot to show from the retreat, so get ready for that. And it was actually the retreat that made me kind of want to do this video, because a lot of you mentioned that you miss me, and there's Penny in the background. Both my dogs are in here. See, Joan, you gotta have your pets. Then you're not talking to yourself. My dog Copper is like right off screen here, so I'm pretending like I'm talking to him. But anyway, I digress. So retreat was awesome. You guys said you missed me, so here I am. I'm gonna show you what I've been doing, because it's a lot. So this is a summary of things that I have done since June. And I sort of have a list, but it's probably not inclusive, and yeah. So, what shall we, oh, my dog needs to go out just a second. Okay, I'm back. First of all, my beverages right here. Got some tea, and I thought I'd talk about what I am drinking, because I talk about tea frequently. Sorry, got a huge mess of things. So I am drinking the David's Tea Pumpkin Chai. Is it in focus? I don't know. So pumpkin chai, it's a black tea. This autumn treat has it all: cinnamon and cloves, plus the sweetness of caramel and pumpkin candy. It is really good. It is definitely like a sweeter chai, not so spicy. It's really good. 10 out of 10, would recommend. Okay, so where do we begin? I'm gonna start off with finishes, because that is what is first on my list. Then we'll talk about my whips, and then we'll do haul at the very end. So if you don't like haul, skip the end. I love you. Have a wonderful day. I understand some people don't like certain things, so no big deal. No offense to me. So, okay, there is, sorry. So, I actually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've had 7 finishes, most of which are FFO'd. In fact, of the 7, Penny. Oh, I forgot one. Just a second. That should be the last interruption. All right. So of the 7 finishes that I've had, 5 of them are FFO'd. So I think that's pretty good. So the first one is actually one that I can't show you. It's the only one that I actually do not have in my possession, and that is Enjoy the Ride. I started this as a Stitch Mania start, and I will show you what the finished product looks like here. I framed this myself. I painted the mat boards myself. And this was actually a present for my mother. She retired this summer, and so I thought that was kind of fitting as a little present for her. So that was finish number 1. Finish number 2, this is not in numerical order at all, is actually a Just Nan kit. So this is Mr. Nutley Owl. He's super cute. This was actually a start. I went over to my mom's house a while ago, and she did one of the Just Nan kits that's a little mouse, and I did the owl. He's super cute. His hat is actually a little pin with a real acorn on the top. I got this kit at Stitchville, and I used the charted DMC colors, and then he does have some beads which came with the kit. And yeah, he's super cute. I stuffed him, and then there's a quarter in the bottom that makes him stand up, so he kind of just sits on my desk. He's super cute. So that's Mr. Nutley Owl by Just Nan. The fabric is a 28 count Jobelin in some sort of like light tan color. We used it for both of the mice, the mouse and then this guy. You do not need a whole lot. This took me literally like 2 days. So 10 out of 10, would recommend. And then my next one, this was in a series again that I started for Stitch Mania. I finished one of the other ones during Stitch Mania, and then this is the second, and then I have one more left to do. These are going to be Christmas presents for my mother-in-law. So this is Madonna and Child. Sorry, there's glare. And this is the frame that actually came in this kit. So I have one more left to do. I believe this is a Bucilla kit. I don't have the chart in front of me. So there we go. Again, a small, but still it's done. So I just have one left. And then I'll do this one. So this was also a Stitch, no, I started this for my birthday in April, and just this morning I FFO'd it. So this is Autumn Harvest by Mill Hill. Oh my gosh, what a joy to stitch. So I just backed it with some felt and put a little hanger on it so that I can hang it on the wall. It is covered in beads. I did it on the, I used all kit threads, kit beads, etc. And then I actually did it on the perforated paper. And what I love about it, besides the fact that there's like pumpkins, and then of course like in the background there's a whole bunch of corn, because you guys know that I love corn. But I love these two little kitties. And then there's a pumpkin, where is it? Right here, little bead. So yes, I actually just FFO'd this morning. So that, I believe, is called Autumn Harvest. Let me check my list. Yeah, Old Time Harvest, that's what it's called. Mill Hill's Old Time Harvest. Super cute, right? And like, I'm kind of late in getting this done because, you know, it really is like a September thing, but meh. So there's that. And then I'm gonna save the best for last. Well, not the best, but the one that I finished most recently last. So this is a kit by the Sweetheart Tree. And this was also a Stitch Mania start. So this is C for Kitty Cat, and I need something to put behind it. This is C for Kitty Cat, which I think is so funny because like Kitty Cat starts with a K, but you know, whatever. Ooh. So there's that. This was my first time working with whisper thread. So this cat right here, I did it in one strand, even though it called for 2, but it was super bulky. And then this little yarn ball is actually in 2 strands with a whisper. But I didn't like the 2 strands for the cat, so I kind of just left him. And this was super fun. It comes as a kit. I got this at Stitchville. It has all the, you know, the beads and the beads, floss, embellishments, etc. So super, super cute. C is for kitty cat. I don't know yet what I'm going to do with this. I think I'm going to make it into, I don't know. So I want to do all of them, all, you know, of the letters. So I'm thinking I might make pillows. I don't know. Or what I might do is like do flat folds or like a wall hanging or something like that, but like make it magnetic so I can kind of change them out because they're all, you know, kind of different and, you know, have like different options. I don't know. Haven't thought of that. If you guys have some really good ideas of what to do with the alphabet, let me know. So yeah, that's C is for kitty cat. And then my other finish. This one I finished, gosh, probably in September. No, August. We'll go with August. I finished my fantasy sale, and I don't even know if I can fit this in the frame. There we go. So this is the Lakeside Needlecraft Fantasy Sal. This was, I started mine in September, but I think like the original, you know, started in August of last year. I used all the call for DMC with the exception of, in each block, I used metallic, DMC metallic for different parts. Like for example, in the mermaid, I did her tail in metallic. For the phoenix, I did his feathers in metallic. It depends. So there's a lot of metallic thread that runs through here. This is done on a piece of 28 count Monaco by Mo's Sale in D10. I'm going to finish this as a wall hanging and put it in the nursery. So this is for our daughter. So all I have left to do is sign it and then obviously finish it. But yes, this is my big finish. This took forever. As I said, it took me about a year. The most challenging part by far was the border. Like, it just went on and on and on. At least like the little blocks, you know, you have the kind of mini finishes, but the border, oh. And this thing traveled with me. This has been to Illinois. This has been to Missouri. This has been to my parents' house. This thing has traveled. So it's kind of fun. It's, I really, really like how it turned out. But I would never stitch it again because, oh my gosh, that border. But I think it turned out super cute. So, yay! Make sure this is all nice. Okay, and then my last finish, I think I'm going to save actually until I talk about the retreat because it's related to the treat. So we're going to save one finish for that. And I need a drink. Not like a drink, but you know, throat's getting dry. Okay, let's talk about whips. So, these are in no particular order. And there's gonna be crinkling, so just accept it. I'm not gonna apologize. The first one is Mirabilia's The Siren and the Shipwreck. So that's what she's going to look like. I am doing mine on a piece of Picture This Plus in Mercedes. And this is another big one. This one, I don't know. This is how much I have done. Essentially, I have finished the bottom half. So now I started working towards the top. And I started all the 1/1 skin. I did it. I know this is a mermaid and the 1/1 skin's gonna be a pain, but I started it. It looks beautiful. I'm happy with it, but it's gonna take me forever. So yeah, so that's my siren and the shipwreck. Very beautiful. I think I started this in April. Can't remember, but definitely made some good progress on her. Capper. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, you can. My pity is right. No. Don't step on mommy. Capper, move. You are not to step on mommy's stitching. Dogs. You guys want a giant pit bull? Next one I worked on, this was also a Stitch Mania start. This is by Nimue. Someone at the retreat was telling me how to say this. Nimue. And this is Palm Acidra. Sorry for the glare. Super cute, little gnomes and a giant apple. This one my husband actually picked out. Got this at Stitch Fill. And he picked out, this is Picture This Plus in Fossil. And yet again, this is how far I've gotten. So I'm working on the apple, working on little gnomes. This is what I was actually working on at the treat before I started something else. So super cute. Definitely a good fall stitch. I love how this apple is turning out. So we'll definitely need to bring that out again soon. Not sure when. I got plans. No, I don't. But I'm gonna pretend like I do. Okay. And then I also worked on, this is by Thomas Kincaid. This is Christmas Chapel 1. I started this, I don't know, 2 years ago, maybe. My dogs are gonna start fighting, so you're gonna hear all that. And this is where I am. So I got the whole first page done. I'm starting on the second page. It's slow going. Penny, what are you doing? Mommy's making a video. You have to, if you're gonna go fight, you have to go somewhere else. Dogs. So that's where I am with that. This one I'm doing for my husband. I'd really like to get it done for him. Like, not only just to have it done, because full coverage really just isn't my thing. I don't know. I have another full coverage piece that I started during Stitch Mania, but just like, I feel bad that like I told him I'd do this for him, and then like it's taken me like years. And I have finished all sorts of other things. So like, if I could get this done, that would be great. So I think this is actually going to be the next piece that I focus on. And there is a needle on it, because of course there is. Penny, what did I say about roughhousing? She's like, Mama, I'm not listening to you. All right, and then my last whip that I worked on, not my last whip in general, but the last one I worked on, this is also a Mill Hill kit. This is called Harvest Corn, because duh, have you guys met me? So that's what's gonna look like finished. This I'm also gonna do kind of as a wall hanging or an ornament, similar to how I did the old time harvest. And this is where I am with this one. So I'm about halfway done. I haven't done any of the beads yet, obviously, but at least I have, you know, the first half of the stitching done. So working on that. I'll probably get this out again next autumn, or I don't know. Corn is good all year round, so I don't know when I'll exactly get it out again. That's a good travel piece, and I do travel quite frequently, so maybe that's when I will dig it out next time I go traveling. So yes, those are my finishes. Those are my whips. Now on to the haul, guys. So as I said, if you don't like haul, I suggest you turn back, because it's about to get intense. Because I have to talk about haul that I did outside of the retreat, and then all the haul that I had at the retreat. So get ready. My dog is going nuts. Okay. Where should I even start? Let's see. Let's talk about haul that I did outside of the retreat. So I knew I was going to the retreat, and I have a very set budget. So I was like, well, I can't buy anything until like the retreat, right? So I actually have a gift. That is the first thing that I'm going to talk about. So as you guys all probably know, I'm kind of obsessed with corn. I'm obsessed with anything agriculture, but I just have a soft spot for corn. Even though I work with soybeans, corn is where I started, and I just will forever kind of love it. So Emily C. of Eclectic Possessions started making project bags, which she's calling Momily bags, because she makes them with her mother. And I saw this on her video, and she said she was gonna gift it to someone. I was like, oh my gosh, please be me, please be me, please be me, because I just wanted the fabric. And even if she hadn't given it to me, I was gonna message her and be like, Emily, can you make another one? And I want it, and I'll give you all my money because I want it. Well, guess what showed up at my door? So this is actually my first project bag ever. I don't own any others. I mean, as you can see, everything I have is in Ziploc bags. So I got a Momily bag. So again, this is made by Emily C. Eclectic Possessions. So thank you so much. It's beautiful. It's got this awesome corn pattern, and then this little guys, and then, oh, it's just beautiful. On the inside, it's got these little trees. Is this not perfect for me? Girl, you know me. Girl. Perfection. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick it up, but there's like gold that runs through all the Indian corn. Girl, this is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life. And, I mean, perfection. So thank you so much. All of my stuff has been going in there, and that's just what I take everywhere. And that's, yeah, so it's my first project bag. And then the second thing that I bought, so I have the pattern, I have the fabric, I have the floss for Butterfly Lace Mandala by Chatelaine, which I have yet to start, but like, because it intimidates the crap out of me, which I know is so silly, because it's like, Rachel, it's cross stitch, right? You're just making X's. In fact, most of it is X's, but for some reason it intimidates me like to no end. So I decided that because there's so many beads, and never mind, I'm not gonna be able to get these out of here. But there's so many beads, and things are just intense that I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna buy me a frame. And I did research, and I was looking for something that wasn't super expensive. Like, I didn't want to buy an Almanac or like a Millennium or anything. Well, Millennium, I didn't want to have to wait, let's be honest. And, you know, Almanac, again, like, I wanted something that was like beginner friendly, because I have never worked with a frame before. And something that I could, sorry, my dog is being funny. You know, something that I could, you know, get easily. So I ended up buying some roller frames. And I got these from, I can't remember the shop name. I will link it down below because I can't remember off the top of my head. And so I got the 28-inch bars for my Chatelaine, because this baby is huge. And then I got some 20-inch frames, or rods. And then I got the end bars, and this is all like taped together. Just a second, I got scissors. You guys just love Flosstube distractions. I'm not gonna edit this out because this is real life. Like, this is me in real life struggling with life. Okay. I can get thrown away. Okay, so then I also got the end bars. So this is the 9-inch, and then I also got 7 inches. So I have yet, obviously, to take these even out of the package. So still getting up the guts to kind of monkey around with those. And then I got the wing nut tool that goes with it. So, yay! And that's actually all I've bought since, with the one exception, which I'll show kind of later on. I am a member of the Color and Cotton Floss of the Month Club, so I've been getting those. But otherwise, that's all I bought, because I knew I was going to go to Stitchville, and I knew I was going to be at the retreat. So I think that's pretty good, that all I did is buy some frames. I mean, all I did is buy some frames. That's not too bad. No. Okay, so on to the big haul. What do you guys want to see first? let's do little things, and then we'll talk about charts and fabric, etc. Sound good? Sounds good. Okay, retreat. So we got gift bags that were sitting on our tables, which was super generous. Then there was like the freebie table, so I have some stuff from that. And then there was, if you had finishes, you won stuff, and they had door prizes, and there's a lot of stuff, right? So, can you hear her whining? Penny, what's wrong? She wants Copper to play with her. So the first thing that was in our bags, so first I got a bag made by Mama Joan. It's super cute, and I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but the little charms, there's a 2017, a little Minnesota, you're never gonna be able to see this, and then a little needle. So inside of this made by Mama Joan bag was 4 pieces of batting, 2 pieces of the, what's it called, mat board, foam board, whatever, and some floss. And then there was also this like box inside. So that was the project that we were supposed to do. So the project was to make this box. We painted it, and then we put the batting and the fabric on the 2 pieces of mat board, which I'll show you. Then we made cording. And then the chart, we got a piece of fabric that was dyed by Michelle Rudy of Farm Girl Stitches. And then the pattern is called Halloween 2008 by Les Grilles de Marius. I'll write it down below so you guys can see what it spells out like. So that was the chart, and then we got all the floss. So what I decided to do is I decided to convert it to color and cotton because, you know, I have tons of color and cotton floss. Some of it's bobbinated, some of it's not. She kind of changed how she did it, which is perfectly fine. So I just got to organize this box. So I brought this with me, and I was like, well, I brought it with me. I got to make it worth my while, right? So I converted it to color and cotton, and then I added a few things. So this is my FFO. I finished the cross stitch at the retreat. The only thing that I had to do is attach it all to the box. So this is the box. As I said, we painted these at the retreat, and if you open it up, there's little Halloween fabric. So this has, you know, batting on it, so it's a little puffy, and then there's black cording that went around it. Okay. And then this is my lid. So again, I changed all the colors. It was not charted like this. And I added little legs to the pumpkins because Jessica of Sporty Stitch told me so. And I think it turned out super cute. And the black and the white are not color and cotton, but everything else is. And then I added the Midwest Cross Stitch Retreat 2017 and then my initials. And then the cording. So Joan and Nikki made all the cording. I can't take credit for that. So yeah, this is my super cute little box. Yay! So that was like, all this came like with the retreat, except for that I obviously converted the floss. But you know, so that was super cute. I made that on Saturday, and I actually finished it. I FFO'd it this morning, and I finished it actually on Sunday. And then, this was our name tags, these little skulls. Again, Joan made, our lanyards is the same material that the bags are made out of. So it has my name, Rachel Danowitz, and then Hipster Stitcher on the back. So that was super cute. And then, dig everything out. What else was in the bag? This little Orc container that also said Midwest Cross Stitchers Retreat. And it has these little, like, Paul Bunyan beavers on it, which is super cute. So that's a little Orc container. And then I got 2 bars of goat milk soap, which I assume was made by Michelle. So super cute. They smell good too. And then we got this little scissor fob. There's little acorns on it. And we got some scissors. Very nice. Put this away as I'm going, so it's not huge chaos. We got this little guy. Very nice. We got 2, I assume these are wax, beeswax. Very cute, autumnal. And yes, that was what was in the bags. Oh, there was a whole bunch of candy and stuff, but I actually think I left my candy at the place, but that's all right. Penny, what are you doing? Huh? Yeah, and then I have these in here. These were actually part of one of the prizes that I won. So this is by My Country Dream. They're these custom little pins. I don't know if you can see. Here, let me take them out of the package so you guys can see them. Yeah, there you go. So there's two little pumpkins. These are they're made out of wood, these little pins. They're super cute. And one says like pumpkin patch, has these little ghosties on them. Very, very, very cute. So I won those in a bag. This is all jumbled together, so some of it's stuff. And then we did end up going to Stitchville. And at Stitchville, I bought a new Q-Snap. Woo! I got an 8x8 because I don't actually own an 8x8. So that's exciting. And then Kathy, who was one of the women at my table, her husband, actually, she surprised me with this super awesome gift. Her husband custom makes these. So, Kathy, you are so generous. Like, you handed this to me and I almost started crying. Like, this is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. I hope I never have to use it, but it is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. So this is a seam ripper, and he makes these. So he like hollows out the whatever this stuff is, and your seam ripper is inside. So it's all magnetic. And there's two different sizes of seam ripper. So that was, I think, the big one. And then there's another one that came with it. And then the chain's also magnetic. So like if you didn't want to have it on the necklace, you can just take this off. Is that not the most beautiful thing you've ever seen? Thank you so much. Much, much appreciated. So I hope to never use it, but it's definitely going in my Stitchy box. Okay, that is a chart. And then, let's see, we'll go through this. McKenna, she was my roommate, and let me tell you, worst roommate ever, like the absolute worst. She gave me these little bags. I'm just kidding. She was excellent. Let's say Stuck on You, and then this one has little cacti, which are super cute. Made me think of Arizona. So thank you very much, McKenna, for those. And then all the rest is we're going to talk about things that I bought, things that I didn't buy. I don't know. We're going to talk about it, all the rest of it. So I bought, this is L is for Lamb. By the Sweetheart Tree. That's a really bad picture. This is a kit by the Sweetheart Tree. Again, you can get these at Stitchville as a kit. Comes with all the floss, fabric, all that jazz. So here's the next one that I bought, which I think is super cute. It's got a lot of textures. I don't know why I chose it. It just kind of called to me. I almost got ours for Rooster, but I settled on this one instead. So I got that. And then I bought this Mill Hill kit. This is, I'll pull it out so you don't get so much glare. I bought maple leaves. Super cute. And then I got, this is another, I mean, this is like a total Rachel kit. This is the Mill Hill Buttons and Beads Country Lane. This is called Country Morning. And there's me 10 months of glare, but it's a little farm, and there's a little chicken, and super cute, super cute. I thought it would go with my other ones. And then let's go through the huge pile. Oh, patterns. I got patterns, I got fabric, I got jazz. So first I got, this is a Just Nan. This is little Princess Snow. And it's a little owl. And then I got some fabric. So that's super cute. This is Lugana by Picture This Plus in 28 count in Crystal J. Super cute. And then this is actually for my mom. This is a Just Nan. This is the gingerbread deer mouse. Super cute. I thought that'd go with her other mouse. And then I got the owl that matches my Mr. Nutley. So this is Oakley Owlette. And I bought some 32 count Joblin lamb's wool for that. For all that. I'll cut up a piece for my mom and, you know, etc. And then I also got the Just Nan Tiny Owls Biscornu because, of course, it goes with Mr. Nutley. So I thought that was cute. I'll do that sometime. So I got that. And then I also got this. This is from the Bee Cottage. And this is this is the I'd Rather Be Stitching Biscornu, which I thought was super cute. I'm gonna say that like 1,000 times. Of course I thought it was cute because I bought it. And then this lavender and lace. This is, I've always wanted to do a lavender and lace. This is Angel of the Sea. I thought she was so pretty holding the baby, especially, you know, being pregnant. Like, I have to do this and put it in her room at some point in time. So gorgeous. And then this is Told in the Gardens Farmer's Market because hello, it's a farm pattern. I had to have it. Let's see, we'll save that. And then this one I actually won because I finished my box thing. So this is Little House Needleworks, Mrs. O'Leary's Dairy Farm, which actually Farm Girl had changed to say Mrs. Rudy's Farm, and she changed them to goats. But I thought this was super cute. I had to have it because she had it on the table. So I got this from them. And I think I'm going to leave them as cows, but I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. So, and then, oh, this was another freebie that I got. This is the Lizzie Kate Halloween Flip It. So cute. We're going to save that. This I got from the freebie table. This is Child of Spring by the Victoria Sampler, and this will not come across on film, but I thought I might do this as a baby sampler. It's got some heart hanger on the bottom. Super pretty. Also from the freebie table, I can't really show these, but I got two little tiny sweetheart tree patterns, but it's the pattern, so I can't really show you. But I got Kindness and Love and The Best and Most Beautiful. So they're just little guys. And then this was also from the Sweetheart Tree. I kind of have a thing for the Sweetheart Tree, I found out. This is Teeny Birth Announcement. Focus. Focus, not on me. Anyway, it says, you know, the name of the baby, etc. And then it does come with, you know, some beads, so cute. And then I have wanted these for a long time. So I finally just went ahead and bought the charts, and then like when I win, you know, $1 million, I will buy the floss. So I bought all the Rosewood Manor Quakers. So here's the winter Quakers. Here's my personal favorite, which is autumn, because of course, all the orange floss. We got spring. And then we got summer, which is also my favorite. So I got those. No fabric, no nothing. We're going to think about it. And then I also got, this is also from Rosewood Manor. I got Acorn Forest, which was super cute. So there's that. Then I have another Bee Cottage. I kind of went crazy if you hadn't like seen that. This is called Biggie Bee, which I thought was super cute. Little bee. And then also from the freebie table. This wasn't from the Penny. This wasn't from the freebie table, but I won this as a door prize. This is from the Drawn Thread. This is called Halloween Screen. And what was funny is we laughed because this tree and this pumpkin, like, look at that tree and look at this tree. Like, they're the same tree. So I kind of had to have that, obviously. you know, it matched. And then this I actually won. They had a drawing. Take the sticker off of it. They had like door prizes, or not door prizes, but they had a raffle. So I won this Prairie Moon chart. This is called Trick or Treat. Super, super cute. Like, I die. I just die. They remind me, like the one that looks like a skeleton. He reminds me of Nightmare Before Christmas. So, very, very cute. Ugh. And then, I was looking for a stocking for my soon-to-be daughter. And I couldn't find like a Christmas one that I was like in love with. I'll find one eventually, but on this trip I didn't. I actually ended up getting this. So this is called Olga. This is by Plum Street Samplers. This is Olga's Autumn Stocking, which is not a Christmas stocking, but I kind of was addicted to it. And then, because I'm me, I got the fabric for it. So this is 36 count Edinburgh linen in light mocha, which I got. And then, because I'm really insane, because like, you know, oh, you're looking for a Christmas sampler, why don't you just buy an autumn, or a Christmas stocking, why don't you just buy an autumn one and then kit up all the thread? Because that makes sense. I don't know. So I then kitted it up. Penny, what are you doing? So here's some of the colors. This is all done in weeks and the Simply Shakers, the sampler threads. So I'm not going to go through every color. If you want to know, I will show them at some point in time. But Gentle Art, that's gassed. Yeah, that's what they changed it to Simply Shaker, but they were gassed. So basically, it's like all your fall dreams came true. Which maybe it was the season, I don't know, but like there's like 1,000 colors too. And I bought them all. So, ta-da! So yes, I bought all those threads. And then, this actually came, again, as part of something that I won. This is the Gentle Arts in Black Crow. So this I actually won. Super pretty. Hey. Oh, she's on the chair back there. It's super cute. You can't see her, but. And then, because this video isn't long enough, last but not least. So, I really wanted to get a baby sample, like a birth sampler. And I've had my nursery, which I will do a tour of eventually, is Old MacDonald Had a Farm. Like, it's farm themed. It's got barnwood on one wall. Like, it's totally farmyard themed, right? So I saw this chart on 1-2-3 Stitch, thought about ordering it like 1,000 times. And they had one copy at Stitchville. I picked it up and I said, well, I have to have it. So this is going to be my birth sampler. So this is Old MacDonald Had a Farm, or Old MacDonald's Farm by the Victoria Sampler. It is the most beautiful thing you've ever seen. So I'm going to change the words, obviously, because it says Old MacDonald Had a Farm, E-I-E-I-O. But I will put in, you know, Vivian's name and, you know, all her stats when she's born. And then I got, as my fabric, I picked out, this is a 28 count Jobelin in Summer Sky. I like Jobelin. So it's just like a nice, you know, sort of sky blue modeled, lightly modeled. I thought that would look pretty. And then I asked them if they had the accessory pack, because kitting these things up, oh geez, that would have been like my yearly paycheck if I had bought all the floss in full. So I ended up getting, they had one accessory pack. So I got the accessory pack with all the silks in it. Because I figured if I'm going to get a birth sampler, I might as well just get the silks, right? That's it, guys. That's all that's sitting around me. Thank you for watching this long video. I think I'm gonna start doing blogs or vlogs again. They're pretty easy, then they're really short, and yeah, then probably I will make more. And you guys seem to like my videos. I just want to end this by saying thank you so much to everybody, especially those who came up to me at the retreat and told me that you watch my videos. I watch all of you as well, so it warms my heart. It makes me feel so good, and I want to do this for you guys. If you guys enjoy watching me, I enjoy making it. I enjoy meeting you. I enjoy interacting with you. I feel like I found some best friends, and I feel loved. I feel like I'm encapsulated in this warm little love glow. So thank you so much. I bet this video is pretty long, though I talk pretty fast, so who knows. I gotta get to work, and I love you all. Mwah! Bye.